Well, hello, everybody. Today is Saturday, the 6th of February 2021. My name is Kevin, and this is your daily message and meditation. For those of you who may have tuned in yesterday morning, thank you for giving me a respite. I still had work to do at the salon, and I promise, when it's all finished and when I've got all of my stuff out, because it was a bit of a it was a bit of a task, I have to say. I am grateful to Maggie, her partner Jason, Nikki, oh my goodness, and Devon and Katie, Maggie's son and daughter, who just dropped everything on Wednesday night and pulled together, and in 2 hours we had the old space pulled down and knocked out. And I wonder why that. I've often wondered, when it's time to leave, we can all leave in a hurry, but when it comes time to start something fresh and new, it takes a while. Um, so Wednesday night I left. I think I said on Thursday morning. Wednesday night I left there about 1:45 till midnight. And Jason and Maggie stayed right the way through. They were troopers. They were super troopers. And I got into the bed about 12:15, and then was up here doing this again 5:30. So of course yesterday morning was a little bit tough for me. I did meditate myself. I pulled the self acceptance card from Angel Cards, um, Carl Gray's. Oh, and the big news. I don't know if any of you following his seminars, free seminars on Hay House. Hay House has several websites. There's the Hay House ED or EU, something like that, where education. And then there's just their main site where you can purchase cards and books and watch many webinars from a lot of new agers are free. And then, of course, if you like the snippet of, it's not really a snippet, it's actually a good solid dollop of information that you get from a lot of their authors, a lot of their practitioners, and most of it is higher consciousness, most of it is spiritual. For me, all of it has been not so much a distraction, but more of a calling, a purpose of, once the yoga practice for me went into suspension land in limbo, I took that as a sign to gather my thoughts and keep moving forward, waiting for the next opportunity to present itself. And this happened. It took about 3 months to put all this together and get my thoughts about what I want this to look like. And sometimes I've gone back to the original messages I did in August and realized how much growth there's been in 6 months maybe, that I've seen. So all that to say, I have got a lot of love and good feeling and lifted energy from Kyle Gray's Angel Oracle, the Angel Guide Oracle deck. Now I get goosebumps, so I know the angels are here. And what I'll say about that is, I've pretty much been spiritual and connected to energy from the other side since I was, I don't know when I wasn't. When I'm putting this book together, I'm trying to define what exactly was the moment I realized, there were angels. I think there was a book I had when I was a little boy with a blue cover and a gorgeous angel on the front of it, and I was turning the pages. I don't think it was particularly a religious book like a Bible or anything like that. It was just this big, tall book, and I think at that point, the image of it was mesmerizing for me, or pulled me in, or said something. Maybe that was it, but I couldn't have been very old when that was happening. Maybe, 4, 6, somewhere in there. Um, so after I watched 2 of the 3 webinars, I've got the third one to watch on a replay because Thursday was just too busy for me to sit and concentrate. Although I have something I want to say. Oh, I was in my salon and the man had come to the new one and he'd come to put all of the wiring up for me to get high-speed internet in there. And I thought, oh, I've got an hour, and the timer was ticking about signing in. So I signed in and was going to watch the Zoom webinar, and I got to the point where Kyle explained that he had moved from his kitchen to his office and was starting to go into talking about the angels and questions and answers. Well, because we're in a building and there's very few people that have moved in yet, there's an echo. And I began to watch as some of the other folks that were moving in kind of sort of started milling around the corner, because my suite is on a corner. So when you go out the door, there's a hallway this way and there's a hallway this way, and these folks were busying themselves and listening. So I thought, oh, this is good stuff. Anyway, the plumber arrived and it was time for me to have the sink put in, and bye Kyle. I'll watch him again a little bit later on today. But having said that, I did sign up and join his certification course. If you'd like to join along, you go to Hay House, become a certified angel guide, or at least connect with your angels. He has a YouTube video that introduces the course. I just felt like, well, it's a calling. I feel called to do it. Let's just do it. That's enough. All right, let's get on to today's message. Yes, and I'll do a reading for yesterday and today. But yeah, so I tried to put the picture up and upload it onto the screen, but my phone is acting up. I don't know. I don't know what it is about iPhones. When you reach that 2-year cut-off point where you own it, right? You've made your payments and you now own it outright. Bloody thing decides to start acting up and carrying on. So it wouldn't sync, it wouldn't this, and sometimes I go to swipe up the blank screen. So I'm like, okay, you are not happening today. So I don't know if, well, I say I don't know if I want to go into. I think they're brilliant, these phones, but my God, they're so. Well, I say my God, sorry, they're so expensive. Then that's all relative, Anyway, here it is. Whoops, there we go. Harmony and resolution. Oh, haha. Where do you have conflicts, and how are you invested in those conflicts? Where do you have conflicts, and how invested are you in those conflicts? So that to say would be, harmony and resolution really means we all bump up against controversy and adversity. And right now in our culture, there is this need to be right. The angel of harmony and resolution comes to say, remove yourself from any conflict, or I say, take a look at them without attaching an emotion to them. For example, when you attach an emotion to a situation, or at least when I can't really speak for you, I don't know you, but when I attach a meaning or an emotion to a situation, it creates a feeling. And that feeling is the pieces that get stuck, like fried egg to a pan that you can't get off. And those feelings manifest into stuff that ends up in your body. like tension, typically neck, shoulder, all that. So if there's conflicts in your world, in your life, that you're not resolving, know that the angel of harmony and resolution are here to hold you, to guide you into just stepping back and taking a look at it, but without attaching a meaning or a thought to it. And and I always try to find an example of my own life where that showed up, so I could be more like, for example, most of it shows up for me, and I can't think of an exact example, in comparison or control. And that, in our culture that's happening right now, is all about people's need to control. Many folks feel like somehow their right to choose, or their right to be right or wrong, is somehow being taken away. That's not necessarily the truth. And even if you go back into grade school and you've got somebody in charge of a large group of people, they've got to be organized. They have to be, they've got to organize all these people into a semblance of order. You can't do that if the people you're trying to organize aren't paying attention or are not invested in that. So the conflict and resolution really means come to terms with what's important for you, lift yourself away from the conflicting, because I don't know where that gets anybody. I don't know where we arrive when we're in that smacking around and that arguments. Just look at them, remove yourself from them, and then let the water and the air and the all of that wash over it. February is the sign of Aquarian. It is sort of like a little different. I like Aquarian folks. I find them to be artistic and practical and oddly different. Oddly different in a lovely way. I'm sure that an Aquarian person would look at myself like a Scorpio and say, my goodness, they're so intense. There's such an intensity about them. They're so deep. They're so mysterious. And indeed we are. What I've found about resolving conflicts or is that there's harmony. When there's harmony in your heart, there's harmony in the world. And the other bigger picture is when you come from that place of resolution and harmony, letting it go, you actually carve a pathway forward without knowing it for other people to want to follow you. That, my friends, is the pathway we're moving forward towards. You're all being called to transmit vibrational energy of a good source. You're all being called, and whether you want to call it Buddha, Yahweh, any of those, divine light, universal energy, God, whatever you want to call your superior being that works with you, that's in you, like language. A book in Spanish is something else. Portuguese is something else. A car is called something else in different languages. The supreme being that is part of you and part of what you're sharing is different for different people. But if you believe and you're on this and you're paying attention and you're getting it, then there is a higher calling for you. And with that higher calling, it's infectious. I've always believed, I still believe, that where there is darkness, the light will be found. Where there is darkness, the light will be found. So that means those of us that come from light, that are light workers, we become the light that other people want to find. There's a tiny bit of protection we have to do. I've still got my trusted Archangel Michael prayer of protection that's on Kyle Gray UK on his Instagram. You find that image and download it. I still read it because sometimes I forget what the words are, but they're so perfect. I just read them. Does that make it wrong? No. Does that make me unprepared? Well, to some it might, but then again, how are you going to find harmony and resolution if you're all worried about what other people think? And there, my friends, is another conflict. Stop living in the worry of what other people think. I've got a t-shirt on that says, art should disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed, which is what the thing is for today. Disturb the comfortable. And that means disturb what's comfortable within you. I think that's it. Let's read from yesterday and today, and then we'll get on with our meditation. Oh, I put this up here for a reason. I didn't pull anything from the Hidden Realms deck this morning. I asked, and clearly I got no. Okay. What I'm finding about doing this work daily is that the clarity I get, the messages I get, is just so clear. It's an instant nope. As I was putting the salon together, it was clearly I was moving things. Where do they go? Nope. Where does that go? Nope. It was just of, oh, I've got an angelic interior decorator helping me do this without realizing. I'm sure I did, but everything, as soon as I let go and let that happen, it all came into place. Let's see. Let's go see where we are with this. Oh, gosh, I love this. Those of you that are into kitty cats, there you go. Beautiful kitty cat. And the word in the basket is believe. I'm sure this has got to be one of Gail Hunt's cats. She's just an amazing artistic photographer. The poem that Mardi wrote. Believe in who you are. You are here for your own purpose, goal, and destiny. You are here to recognize you, to believe in yourself, and to make your dreams come true. Self-love and willpower will take you far when you believe in who you are. Self-love and willpower will take you far when you believe in who you are. Oh, I love that. Self-love and willpower will take you far when you believe in who you are. Wow. That's so profound. All right. Melody Beatty. So we got to the 4th, which was Thursday. I feel like from Wednesday to today has been a bit of a blur, but that's okay. It's not really all about me. Yesterday's was learn to live with unfinished projects. Whether your project is sewing a dress, reading a book, writing a book, building a home, or learning a lesson on your journey, learn to live comfortably with the unfinished work. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're in the midst of, doesn't need to be finished in perfect order, with all those loose ends in place for you to be happy. For too many years, we've worried and fretted, denying ourselves happiness until we could see the whole picture, learn the entire lesson, cross every T, dot each and every I. That meant we spent a lot of stressful time waiting for that moment when the project was complete. Enjoy all the stages of the process you're in. The first moments when the germ of an idea finds you, the time before you begin, when the seed lies dormant in the ground getting ready to grow, the beginning, and all the days throughout the middle, those bleak days when it looks like you're stuck and won't break through, those exciting days when the project, the lesson, the life you're building takes shape and form. Be happy now. Enjoy the creative process, the process of creating your life, yourself, and the project you're working on today. Don't wait for those unfinished moments to take pleasure in your work and your life. Find joy all the way along. That was yesterday. Today, February 6th. Look at what's right. Ooh. And the angel of harmony and resolution says to look at the conflicts, and the conflicts are, or resolving conflicts, and that is the need to be right. So this is looking at what's right. Take time to notice what's right in ourselves, in others, and in the world around us. We may become so concerned or with correcting ourselves, we become habituated to seeing what's wrong, not just seeing, constantly looking for it. The question itself is what's wrong? Is enough to keep us on the edge. There are times to check stock, to do inventory, times to learn and grow, but spiritually and joy do not stem from trudging around in the muck of what's wrong with others, ourselves, and life. We do not have to seek our mistakes or errors, poking and picking at ourselves to continue our growth. Poking and picking hurts. Our lessons will be revealed to us and they will present themselves naturally. Growth will occur. Give yourself a break. Ask yourself what's right, what's good, what's true, what's beautiful. Sometimes the lesson isn't in discovering what's wrong. Sometimes the lesson is discovering that the world is all right. And so are you. That truth. We're all right. We are all right. We got this. We are moving forward with whatever we're doing. Right now we're moving forward with meditation. So feet flat on the floor. Eyes closed, palms to the roof. I'm going to do the quick prayer of protection for all of us to follow. Let's do this one. It was ting and ding and dinging. So it was like either the energies, the angels are calling us to class, or I just felt that. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for cutting the unnecessary cords that bind us to people, places, fears, situations, stories, and unwanted drama that we no longer need and no longer serve our purpose. We declare that we are safe and free. And so it is. Thank you, angels, for showing us that you're here, revealing your presence to us, and sharing what we need to know. We are open to listen and to receive. Excuse me. Place your feet flat on the floor. And notice anywhere in your body that is different. And take your mind, your consciousness to those areas, the joints, muscles and tissues. Just physically give yourselves a scan using your breath. Inhale breath, healing, comforting, loving. Exhale breath, removing, releasing. Let your mind be still. Settle your gaze through your sixth chakra, third eye center. And see out in front of you a light. Using your third eye, your clairvoyant skills, focus your attention on that light. With your attention focused on the light out in front of you, bring it towards your heart. With your heart at the center of your being, extend your light up through your body, following your spine, up through your shoulders, up and through the crown of your head. Continue watching this light extending to the point you can no longer see it. Just know that it is extending to the ethers and connecting you to Spirit Source. Now, with your eyes focused straight out in front of you, your entire being from your heart out, from your heart back, extended to both sides, and deep down into the roots of the earth. You are grounded and protected. Lifted and inspired. Allow this third eye vision to cleanse and reinforce your emotional well-being. Allow this light passing to your heart from Source to cleanse and strengthen any unnecessary emotions. And from way up above you, allow the energy from Source to travel down through your body from above, Let the energy cleanse and strengthen your thoughts. Bring this loving light of clarity and strength into your fifth chakra, your throat area. May anything you say, may you use your voice as love and comfort to and for everyone. Have the feeling now of being perfectly safe and completely free. Find the natural ebb and flow of your breath. Find the natural softness, kindness of your heart. Let the natural light of love be seen today. Just continue softly breathing. Hearing what you hear. Feeling everything you feel from the inside out. Everything about you is in perfect alignment with source energy. Everything traveling to you and through you is here for your highest good and the highest good of others. You can continue breathing, staying with this meditation, or place your hands at heart center. Honor yourself for showing up, for keeping your meditation practice going. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say Namaste. Thank you. That was lovely. I enjoyed that. I liked the one yesterday, but it feels like when the energy's here, going out live, I suppose it's a different energy. Have a great Saturday. Whatever that means. Stay away from conflicts, or at least look at them and find out why they're conflicting you. And if you can use the power of spirit to let them go. All right. I love you. See you in the morning. Bye.